everyone, my name is Simran and I am going to teach you mathematics. Students, in the last class we have already completed your chapter number 3, that is data handling, and today we'll be starting a new chapter of your syllabus, that is simple equations. Chapter number 4 will be having the introductory class today. Okay, so when I'm talking about simple equations, then what is simple equation? The equation that is simple, clear from the name. But how can you set the equation? Okay, for setting up an equation, students, you must have thought a variable. Okay, what is a variable? That varies. Okay, whose value is changing. Okay, for example, students, if I'm x years old, then I can be 1, I can be 2 years old, I can be 15 years old, and I can be 60 years old. Okay, so a variable is something that varies. Alright, students, so a variable takes on different numerical values. Its value is not fixed. This is what we have talked. Okay, a variable is something whose value is not fixed. It can vary. Okay, students, now variables are denoted usually by the letters of the alphabet such as x, y, z, l, m, n, etc. Alright, students, when I'm talking about the variable, you can write it like, for example, students, think a number in your mind. Okay, you can think 1, you can think 2, 3, 4 and so many numbers. Okay, for example, suppose you have thought x number, and now I'm telling you, students, whatever number you have just imagined in your mind, just add 5 to it. Okay, okay, just add 5 to it. Okay, then it will be 6. Okay, so this is an equation. In this way you can set up an equation. Okay, any variable and the condition to that variable is the equation, the simple equation. Alright, students, so for variables we form expressions. Okay, so this is the certain form of expression. Alright, students, the next thing, an equation is a condition on a variable. Alright, students, suppose there is a variable and the difference in different equation is that variable is the same but the conditions applied on that variable are different, and because the conditions are different, equation is a condition of the variable. So the condition is that two expressions should have the equal values. Alright, students, for example, x plus 5 is equals to 2, then 2 is equals to x plus 5. So basically the condition is that two expressions should be equal. Okay, and we can also do it like this: if x plus 5 is equals to 2 and 3x plus 6 is equals to 2, then we can write this, these two are the same, so we should write that x plus 5 is equals to 3x plus 6. Alright, students, so the both equations should have the same values. Alright, students, note that at least one of the two expressions must contain the variable. Alright, students, it is such that one equation should also have any variable. Any expression, at least one expression should be having any variable. Alright, students, the next thing, an equation remains the same when the expression on the left and the right are interchanged. For example, students, if 2x plus 4 is equals to 10, okay, then 10 is equals to 2x plus 4. Alright, students, so when you are interchanging the left and right, and also students, if 4 plus 2x is 10, okay, then it is also same. Okay, so the equation 4x plus 5 is equals to 65 is the same as 65 is equals to 4x plus 5. Okay, similarly the equation 6x minus 25 is equals to 4x plus 5 is the same as if we taking this here and this here, like interchange their position. 4x plus 5 is equals to 6x minus 25. Alright, students, so this is the basic of the simple equation and the variable. Alright, students, so now we'll be solving some questions regarding that, the examples of exercise 4.1. Okay, students, so first example, students, write the following statements in the form of equations. Now students, the given things are equations. Okay, the given things are statements, students. These are statements and we have to write the statements as equation. Okay, students, so the first statement is the sum of 3 times of x and 11 is 32. What? The sum of 3 times x, suppose sum of 3 times x. So 3 times x is equals to 3 times x is 3x, right? 3 times x is 3x, and what is the statement? The sum of 3 times x and 11. Okay, so 3x plus 11 is equal to 32. So basically students, this is the equation of this statement. Okay, this is equation of this statement. Okay students, next statement students, if you subtract 5 from 6 times a number, you get 7. Now students, if you subtract what? 5 from 6 times a number, you get 7. Now students, 5 times 6 times a number is 6 times a number is 6x, because if the number is x, if x is the number. Alright students, if x is the number, then 6 times a number is 6x. Okay, so what is the desired equation? When you are subtracting 5 from 6 times a number, 6x minus 5, because you are subtracting 5 from 6 times a number, you will get what? You will get 7. You will get 7. Then it is equals to 7. So this is the equation of this second statement. Alright students, looking at the another statement, 1/4 of m is 3 more than 7. Okay students, 1/4 of m is equals to 1 upon 4. Okay, so 1/4 of m is 3 more than 7. Alright students, 3 more than 7. Okay, now students, you can write it as x is equals to 3 plus 7 is equals to 10. 10 into 4 is equals to 40. X is equals to 40. You can also write it like this. Okay, next statement is 1/3 of a number plus 5 is 8. 1/3 of a number is students, if the number is equals to x, then 1/3 of a number plus 5 is x. Okay, so 1/3 of a number x plus 5 is equals to x. So this is your equation. Alright students, looking at another question, convert the following equations in the statement form. Now you are given expressions and equations, and you have to write the equations into the statement form. First students, x minus 5 is equals to 9. Okay, so first is you get 9. Okay, you get 9 when you subtract 5 from any number. Okay, when you subtract 5 from any number x. Alright students, so this is your first statement. Okay, you get 9 when you subtract 5 from any number x. Alright students, next thing, 5p is equals to 20. Okay, 5 times a number give you 20. Alright students, 5 times a number will give you 20. Next students, 3n plus 7 is equals to 1. What is this? You get 1 when you add 3 times a number with 7. Have a look students, you get 1 when you add 3 times a number with 7. Alright students, 3n plus 7 is equals to 1. Okay students, now students, the fourth statement, m upon 5 minus 2 is equals to 6. Okay, what is this students? When you subtract when you subtract 2 from 1/5 of a number, 1/5 of a number, you get 6. Alright students, when you subtract 2 from 1/5 of a number, you get 6. This is your statement of expression 4. Alright students, now the next question, question number 3. Consider the following situation. Raju's father's age is 5 years more than 3 times Raju's age. Raju's father is 44 years old. Set up an equation to find Raju's age. Alright students, for example students, we'll just consider the Raju's age. Let Raju's age is x. Alright students, we are supposing the age of Raju as x. Now what is the condition students? Condition is that Raju's father's age is 5 years more than 3 times the age of Raju, means 3 times the age of Raju. Okay, 3x plus 5 is the age of Raju, age of Raju's father. And students, here it is also given that Raju's father is 44 years old. Okay, so Raju's father is 44 years old. Alright students, so this is 3x plus 4, this is age of Raju's father, and this is also Raju's father's age, that is 44 years old. Okay, so basically 3x plus 5 is equals to 44. Alright students, so this is an equation which will help us to find out the age of Raju. How can we find out the age of Raju students? 3x, this 5 will go to here, 44 minus 5 is equals to 39, which is equal to 3x. X is in multiplication with 3, so when it will go to the right hand side, it will divide. 39 divided by 3, so it will be equal to 13. So Raju is 13 years old. Okay, now students, this is your third question. Looking at the fourth question, that is question: a shopkeeper sells mangoes in 2 types of boxes, one small and one large. A larger box contains as many as 8 small boxes plus 4 loose mangoes. Set up an equation which gives the number of mangoes in each small box. The number of mangoes in the large box is given to be 100. Okay, so number of mangoes that are in the larger box is 100. Mangoes in larger box is equals to 100. Alright students, now what you need to do, 8 small boxes plus 4, these are the mangoes that are in the large box. Okay, so suppose students, suppose mangoes in small box is equals to x, then mangoes in larger box is equals to 8, as many as 8 small boxes, so basically 8 into x, okay, plus 4 loose mangoes plus 4. Okay, so 8x plus 4 are the mangoes that are in the larger box. Alright students, this is the expression of the larger box, and we also know this thing that mangoes in the larger box is 100 mangoes. So basically we'll equate these two things. 8x plus 4 is equals to 100. Alright students, so what we need to do, a shopkeeper sells mangoes in 2 different type of boxes, one small and one large. A large box contains as many as 8 small boxes plus 4 loose mangoes, that is this one. Set up an equation which gives the number of mangoes in each small box. Now this is the equation that will help us to find out the number of mangoes in each small box, that is x. Alright students, so 8x is equals to 100 minus 4, okay students, 96 is equals to 8x. X is in multiplication with 8, so this 8 will go down and be divided with 96, and that is equals to 1 to 12. Okay, 12 into 8 is equals to 96. Alright students, this is 8. So how many mangoes are there in each small box? That is 12 mangoes. Alright students, so the number of mangoes in the larger box is given 100. Alright students, firstly what we did, we have set up an equation, that is 8x plus 4 is equals to 100, where x is equals to the number of mangoes in the smaller box, and it is given 8 small boxes, as many mangoes as 8 small boxes plus 4 loose mangoes is the total mangoes of a larger box, that is also 100. So it will, the expression And with the help of this expression, we have found out the number of mangoes in each small box. Alright students, so today we have discussed the examples of your exercise number 4.1 students. In your next class, we'll be doing the exercise portion of chapter 4.1. Alright students, so students, do study at your home, practice hard. We'll meet in your next class. Okay, have a nice day. Bye-bye.